We're here on the Bakerloo line, where every single carriage is covered in vile graffiti. That's why we spent our morning on Sunday tidying it up and cleaning. We're here doing what SADIQ can't.
Doing what SADIQ can't. I see what you did there. And good on you, because it is becoming more clear, more evident every day that unless we act, even though you're paying into the service, whether it's by the ticket that you've purchased for the public transport, and this ain't just limited to London, let's face it, however you're paying for it, through taxis, through transport, through tickets, it ain't getting done unless you do it, and that includes the cleanup. And it's becoming more evident, unless people act and clean up themselves, it's not happening. So why is that? That's the question. Because this trend ain't just London, it's not just England, it ain't just the UK. It seems to be a trend certainly across Western state. But let's focus here on England, the UK specifically. Anecdotally, last time I went to London a couple of years ago, it was a shizer hole. The underground is disgusting. Literally everyone you get on looks like what that chap is exposing there. It's just an absolute shizer hole. And you can look, not all of it. Look, not all of it. You know, look, there's parts of London you walk around there and you think, yeah, do you know what? And places to eat and stuff like that and things to do, you think, oh, you know, I can understand why there's some people that are spending ridiculous amounts of money to be here. But generally and progressively, there has been a decline. So what's it about? Because as these guys demonstrate in future videos, they scrub it off a bit and it's gone and it looks clean and it looks better. And this is the deal. Because very quickly, I think it's as much a psychological thing as anything else. Because it's statistically proven. Back in the 80s, the New York subway, their version, right? It looked exactly like that. What happened with that, evidently, statistically, was crime increased. Degenerate behaviour increased. It was only when they started to clear it up and clean up the graffiti that crime started to drop. So if that is a real intention for a place like London, for someone like SADIQ Khan to say, hey, I want less crime, you've got to clean it up. You've got to get rid of the graffiti. You've got to do the things that these people are doing, because psychologically, whether people appreciate it or not, when you get on that transport and it looks like that, the whole idea is, well, sod it then. I'll just throw a bit of plastic down there, a bottle there, my lunch over there. Who cares? Because it looks like shite anyway. When it's clean, when people are looking after it, it's a whole different story. Crime comes down, people's morals, people's standards increase. And you could say that this serves as a bigger picture to that, right? Ta-ta.